Planet of the Fakes, and Pigstar HH News. Thoughts. 6 Atlanta police officers booked on charges after alleged use of excessive force during protest. Student gets emotional describing violent arrest 03:14. 6 Atlanta police officers were booked, 5 on felony charges, Wednesday after allegations of using excessive force during a protest Saturday, according to the sheriff's office. All 6 have been released on signature bonds, according to the Fulton County Sheriff's Office. In a video recording of the incident, the officers are seen breaking windows of a vehicle, pulling a woman out of the car and tasing a man. The 2 victims have been identified as students at Spelman and Morehouse, 2 historically black colleges. They had just attended one of the many protests of police violence against black citizens taking place around the country. Content by CNN_. Your guide to the best nonstick pans. A quality nonstick pan is a true kitchen essential. From stir-fries to burgers to omelets, the stovetop staple basically does it all. Atlanta Police Chief Erica Shields expressed concern about the charges in an internal memo and indicated she hadn't expected them. And #39, I thought I might be killed. And #39, college student recalls traumatic encounter with Atlanta police. I thought I might be killed. College student recalls traumatic encounter with Atlanta police. Criminal charges were never part of any discussion that I had with the mayor or her administration, Shields wrote in the memo provided to CNN by the department. Shields said she found out about them from a fellow employee. I called the DA and strongly expressed my concern, both to the appropriateness and the timing of any charges, Shields wrote. The officers were fired because I felt that is what had to occur, Shields wrote. This does not mean for a moment that I will sit quietly by and watch our employees get swept up in the tsunami of political jockeying during an election year. The regional director of the police union expressed concern about how quickly the officers were fired and charged. We definitely believe they're premature charges, said Vince Champion, Southeast Regional Director, International Brotherhood of Police Officers, in a statement to CNN. We are asking the same thing that we ask, that everybody asks, for citizens, Champion said. They have their time to have investigations. They were given no due process. Police brutality prompted the protests. In some cities, the police response only proved the protesters and #39. Police brutality prompted the protests. In some cities, the police response only proved the protesters' point. The charges against the officers announced Tuesday by District Attorney Paul Howard include aggravated assault of Messiah Young, aggravated assault of Tanya Pilgrim, simple battery and criminal damage to property. 2 of the 6 officers, Ivory Streeter and Mark Gardner, were fired Sunday by Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms. As we watch the video today, it became abundantly clear immediately with the young woman that this force was excessive, Bottoms said Sunday. It also became abundantly clear that the officer who tased the young man needed to be terminated as well. In a police report, one of the officers said that he used his taser because he was unsure whether Pilgrim or Young were armed. I heard officers say gun 2-3 times, the officer wrote. Not being able to see the hands of the passenger and being that she was in my immediate sight, I deployed my city-issued taser to defuse the situation. I thought I might be killed. Pilgrim, 20, said she and Young were riding home from protests when the incident took place. I thought I might be killed, she told Allison Camerata on CNN's New Day, Wednesday. Nothing really warranted it. After I realized none of this really had a reason, I was just thinking, okay, this is the end. Young's wrist is injured and he has about 20 stitches in his forearm along with bruises all over his ribs, he said. In her memo, the police chief said she spent about 4 hours watching all available video of the incident. The more I watched and the more I listened, it was apparent we were in the wrong, Shields wrote. We gave conflicting instructions, we didn't allow the driver or passenger a chance to respond, we created chaos and we escalated a low-level encounter into a space where we introduced violence. Full link in the description. Go to www.amor-ica.com. We are the new umbrella. Share on Facebook. Share on Twitter.